spot at Superior Grill on Line Avenue. Many of you have probably heard about it by now. Well, the pic is making the rounds on Facebook and causing quite the stir. And as KTBS3's crime reporter Sarah Mackey shows you, this is a high-profile case and everyday inconvenience for those who really need the spots. Now, she is live in the studio with us now with more. And Sarah, what does the department have to say about these pictures?
Well, Jody, Shreveport PD has started an internal investigation after those photos went viral. Some shared more than 1,000 times on Facebook. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then the series of photographs taken Monday evening are getting reactions like unbelievable and selfish. But there is always more to the story. And in our exclusive interview with Kenny and Julie Mills, the people who took those photos, they say they'd like people to think twice before they pull in to an empty handicapped parking spot.
Kenny Mills has been in a wheelchair for 6.5 years, the result of a job site accident. When he broke his back, he knew his life would change in a number of ways, but never expected he'd have to fight for handicapped parking against able-bodied drivers.
I would gladly walk and give them my spot,
During a Monday evening visit to Superior Grill on Line Avenue, the Mills took photos to prove their point. A Shreveport police patrol car parked in a spot marked handicapped for more than an hour and a half. The photos sparked online outrage over the misuse of handicapped spots.
We don't have a beef with the policeman or the police office or anything, but that was a good time to bring awareness of the problem.
Another Facebook photo from May 13th shows the same car in the same spot. SPD has launched an internal investigation into the circumstances leading up to these photos. They say the vehicle marked Unit 741 is assigned to one particular officer, but won't give his name. SPD says their officers are not above the law and should be held to a higher standard.
If an officer is found to be in violation, that officer will be held to the same laws as anyone else who violates that same law.
The Mills are not looking for an apology or firing from SPD, just better enforcement of the laws for handicapped parking, starting with their own police cruisers.
It's not about convenience. It's not about us needing to be closer than anybody else. It's just about needing the space to be able to open the lift.
Now, one thing that Shreveport police will have to look at in that internal investigation includes whether the parking spot in question met the legal requirements to be designated as handicap accessible under the Americans with Disabilities Act guidelines. Since those photos were taken, Superior Grill has actually painted over the handicap image in their parking lot, and they have instead created a new space. On their Facebook page, the restaurant's management says, quote, amid recent events, we have actually decided to move our handicap parking places closer to the entrance with the ramp. One of Superior's managers, Carlos Brown, did not want to go on camera with KTBS3 News this afternoon, but he said the restaurant's owners have wanted to make this change for a couple of years now. The Facebook post goes on to say, the space under so much scrutiny will now be designated as the parking spot for to-go orders. So, Jody, if the internal investigation does show that the parking spot did not fit ADA guidelines, that officer won't likely face any disciplinary action, but it is still a black mark for the department and will likely linger. And as for the Mills, a technicality, it does not solve their everyday struggle to find those parking spots.
Right, just a confusing situation. Thank you, Sarah.
All right, the controversy has